You have again discovered and unlocked another video in this experimental series called Meet a Person Who ... In this second episode, meet a person who is a type 1 on the Enneagram personality test. If you haven't done one of these tests, or at least looked at the descriptions and immediately thought, oh yeah, that is me, do it, because man, EQ, emotional intelligence, raised. Even probably my IQ has been raised since understanding myself better over the last couple of years, knowing that I am undeniably type 1. And what is a type 1 on the Enneagram personality test? It's ultimately a person whose main motivation is to be right. See, that's where it gets interesting. See, I'm also low conflict personality. If I was a high conflict personality and I was insecure, because I believe that high conflict personality people are insecure, they don't know their identity, so they're constantly arguing with people, trying to prove them wrong, which is almost impossible to do if you're trying to gain a person's respect by proving them wrong. It's hard to gain someone's respect by yelling at them and showing that they're an idiot. So I'm low conflict. So and I'm a libertarian on top of that. So ultimately here's how it works for me as a type 1. It matters hugely that I'm right. Privately, I really don't care what other people think or believe. That's between them and God as far as I'm concerned. As long as they're not hurting another person, whatever they think and believe, it's not my business. Internally, I always have a view and an opinion, and I feel very strongly about it. I hardly ever talk about that, but I know what I believe and what I feel about that. So as long as internally I know what I believe, and I believe that I'm right about that, that's all that matters to me. So that is my motivation. That is what guides me. That at least in my mind, in my heart, I am right about whatever the view is. And what's interesting about us type 1s is what we're not motivated by is fear of loneliness, which a lot of the other personalities, that is what motivates them. They don't want to be alone or feel rejected or isolated. But by default, we type 1s often are the outsiders. Not that people don't like us, it's just that we're so motivated by our convictions that we're totally okay with being the only person that does a thing. While everyone else is having a good time over here, we'll do whatever we honestly want to do because that's our conviction. Like in high school, for example, who was my clique? Who were my group of people? I didn't have one. I hung out with everybody. I was everybody's friends who wanted to be friends with me, and I did whatever I wanted to do. Whatever activity was going on, I would do just whatever I wanted to do. So I was friends with everybody, but I wasn't in a certain group of people. And sometimes I was by myself because I felt like it. I'm totally okay being by myself. In fact, 2 summers during college, I was a teacher overseas in Bangkok, Thailand. And, there were other teachers there from the United States and from Canada. But ultimately, I often would just roam through Bangkok when I wasn't working and just explore the city and get to know people and go on trips by myself. And that was before really Facebook or Instagram was a big deal. I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed being by myself and experiencing life by myself. I'm okay. I'm the kind of guy who would go to a restaurant by myself and not feel weird about it, like at all. I'm okay being by myself. That's not to say that I'm not a people person, that I don't have social skills. In fact, one of the things that I know that I'm good at is my communication skills. But for me, and ultimately I guess you could say I'm an outgoing introvert, is ultimately what it comes down to. Totally be okay being with myself, very good communicating with people, but I don't need to be around people. I don't feel motivated and energized by being around people. I'm good with people, but after I've been around people, give me some time by myself. And ultimately that's very important to me. So ultimately that's my review of what it's like to be a type 1 personality. It's very important that I'm right, but I have a low conflict personality. I'm a libertarian, so ultimately whatever my views that motivate me, you might not even know what they are, but they're ultimately my guide. I'm not motivated by fear of anybody looking down on me for not participating in a certain thing or whatever it is. It's okay that I'm the only person not doing a thing. I'm totally okay with that. I have no fear of loneliness. It's just not something that motivates me because I'm wired to be alone. It just so happens though that my job, what I do for a living, is very social. I, have a family, everything's normal about me, but internally, inside, that's my personality. That's how I'm wired. So ultimately, I am going to be the type of person who often helps lead people and mentor people, as I'm often doing on my videos. I'm a teacher, which often, I have a teaching background, which often people type 1 are teachers. I'd love to hear more from you. Actually, not more from you. I'd love to hear from you, period, because I haven't heard from you yet about this topic. Let's talk more about it right here in the comments section.